So hello everyone and welcome to Career Launcher. So I hope you are aware that every Sunday at 8 p.m. we are having this static GK revision discussion where I discuss important static GK questions in this series. So if I'm audible and visible, please write yes in the comments. So if I'm audible and visible, please write yes in the comments. Okay. Yes. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the class. Yes. I think I'm audible, visible. Everything is fine. So let us start without wasting our time with the first question of the day. Yes, good evening, everyone. Aradhya, Ashiket, Siddhi, good evening. Yes. Which of the following articles of the Constitution talks about freedom of conscience, free profession, practice, and propagation of religion? Article 21, capital A, 25, 23, 24. What is the right answer to this question? Yes. Happy Rise Shine. You are right. Right answer is Article 25. B is the right answer. Okay. 23 and 24 is related with right against exploitation, which is one of the fundamental right, and right against exploitation. For example, Article 23 talks about abolition of beggar. Article 24 talks about uh, prohibition of children in hazardous factories and a prohibition of child labor, I would say. What is Article 21 capital A? Can anyone tell me this? ये क्या होता है 21 capital A? Yes, right to education. And what is Article 21? So basically, after Article 21, this was inserted later on. By which amendment? So this is Article 21 capital A, which says from 6 to 14 years, a child is having a right to education as a fundamental right. Anna. So we are talking about elementary education, right? Basic level of education. Yes, it was added by 86 Constitutional Amendment 2002. That is what you should know. Okay. Now, why are we talking? Why is Article 25? It is actually recently in news because the Supreme Court is hearing some matter, some religious matter. What is that? Can anyone tell me? Archana Gonzalez, welcome to the class. Good evening. Good evening, Rohi Verma. There's a judgment called a Sabrimala case. Yes, very good. Sabrimala temple case. So that the judgment came in 2018, and 4:1, the Supreme Court passed an order. Anna, this is with regards to a woman entry, 10 to 50 years of woman entry in the temple. So it is being prohibited. So it was challenged in the Supreme Court in 2018. The Supreme Court said that no, you should allow all the women of all the age. Now it has been again re-challenged, or it is a review petition is being heard. So a 9-judge bench has been set up, and it is hearing a matter with regards to Sabrimala. Plus, there are other question of law, interpretation of Article 25, etc. So that is why 25 is very much in the news. And please read Article 26 also. Right to manage our own religious affair. So both 25 and 26 is actually together called as what? Right to freedom of religion. Now the Sabrimala 2018 judgment is there, but now it is hearing the review petition, and the judgment has not come. Yes, Geeta Kamboj, the judgment has not come. It is hearing the matter. Once it will come, you will see this in the news. Yes. Yes, CLAT aspirant 25 to 28 cultural rights. Okay, so it talks about the concept of freedom of conscience, free profession, practice, and propagation of religion, subject to public order, morality, and health. Okay, that is what you should be knowing about. Now, the next one is here in front of you. Organization of Agriculture and Animal Husbandry. So this is the headline. The state, this is the arrow, and then shall endeavor to organize agriculture and animal husbandry on modern and scientific lines, and shall in particular take steps for preserving and improving breeds and prohibiting the slaughter of cows, calves, and other males draught cattle. It is a directive principle of state policy mentioned where. This is with regards to cow slaughter ban. So it is a directive principle of state policy that has been implemented in many states. And recently we have seen, I think, in the state of West Bengal being implemented strictly. So that is why it was in the news. Article 48, B is the right answer. Yes, B is the right answer. Very good. 2 people have answered me. So basically it says, right? Actually, this is the headline. The state shall endeavor to organize agriculture and animal husbandry on modern and scientific lines, and shall take steps for preserving and improving the breeds and prohibiting slaughter of cows, calves, and other milch and draught cattle. Okay, now I have some question. Endeavor means koshish karna, try their best. Organize agriculture and animal husbandry on modern and scientific lines. So you are saying you keep on watching this 8 p.m. class, you will learn a lot. Huh? Yes, I'll try my best to continue till December. Yes, CLAT aspirant. Huh? So देखो, to organize agriculture and animal husbandry on modern and scientific lines. So agriculture को अगर modern lines पर पहले बात करते हैं. Agriculture on modern and scientific lines. Any initiative by the government, state government, central government, any state government, any central government, to modernize and make agriculture on scientific lines. पीएम किसान मॉडर्नाइज करने को तो नहीं कह सकते. पीएम किसान इज अ स्कीम टू प्रमोट एग्रीकल्चर, यस, नो डाउट. बट देखो, मॉडर्नाइजिंग के लिए बहुत सारे इरिगेशन टेक्निक्स आर देयर. Yes, we are coming up with high yield variety seeds. We have seen during green revolution. एग्जाम्पल हो गया ना, साइंटिफिक मॉडर्नाइजेशन ऑफ एग्रीकल्चर का एग्जाम्पल हो गया है ना. पीएम कुसुम आई थिंक इज देयर ना, व्हिच इज विद रिगार्ड्स टू renewable energy, using renewable energy for irrigation. Okay, many other things. ठीक है, साइंटिफिक में और भी अच्छा है, बहुत सारे सीड्स आने लगे आजकल, हाइब्रिड सीड्स एंड अदर सीड्स, एंड फर्टिलाइजर, साइंटिफिक. सो ऑफ कोर्स इट इज आल्सो मॉडर्नाइजेशन ऑफ एग्रीकल्चर, है ना. Similarly, we are talking about animal husbandry, है ना. एनिमल हस्बेंड्री में वी हैव सीन एक्चुअली अ लॉट ऑफ थिंग्स, है ना. जैसे बहुत सारे मिशंस होते हैं गवर्नमेंट के. वी हैव अ सेपरेट मिनिस्ट्री, मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ एग्रीकल्चर, मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ एनिमल हस्बेंड्री in many states and even at central level, है ना. Okay, similarly, prohibition of slaughter of cows, calves, we have seen in many states, and other milch and draught cattle. Milch cattle which produces milk, है ना. That is what the idea is. So B is the right answer to this question. Next is who is the Attorney General of India? Acha, one more thing. When it is being implemented, DPSP, this is a directive principle of state policy. It is non-binding. Yes. The state may or may not implement. But if they have implemented it and they have made a law, then it becomes binding. For example, if they have banned cow slaughter in any state, then it will be binding if the law says so. Okay, that's what you should know. Okay. Next is who is the Attorney General of India? People have said option A. I'm surprised. Yes, glad that's right. You're right. Option D, Mr. R. Venkat Ramani. He's the Attorney General of India. And recently, Mr. Tushar Mehta has been reappointed as what? For 3 years. Yes, very good. Solicitor General. Very recently we have seen this news. Okay. And Attorney General is a constitutional post. It is a constitutional post mentioned in which article? Please tell me. Whereas Solicitor General is I think it's a statutory post. Let me check it. It's not mentioned in the Constitution. It is mentioned in some law. Law officers, law rule. There is something. I'm not able to recall that. But this is not a constitutional body, a post. But Attorney General of India is a constitutional post. Under which article? And Solicitor General is called as second law officer of India or second senior most lawyer of the central government. है ना? Article 76. Very good. So first law officer of India is Attorney General. ठीक है? Right? Article 76 deals with the appointment and duties of Attorney General of India. Next is who is going to be the next Chief Justice of India? Can anyone tell me? Actually थोड़ा सा स्पेलिंग गड़बड़ हो गया. विक्रम नाथ होना चाहिए यहाँ पे. ठीक है ना? Mistakenly I. What is the right? Next CGI. Right now Justice Suryakant is there. So he will remain the CGI till February next year. Who is the next one? So maybe it might not be asked in the exam because you have exam in December, but maybe the question maker can think in this way. The answer is Justice Vikram Nath. Yes, A is the right answer. And V. Ramanna is retired 3-4 years back. Ranjan Gogoi retired in 2019 November, December. Justice N. V. Ramanna also retired 2022-23 somewhere. So right answer is option A. Yes, Sherwin Gonzalez, CLAT aspirant. You all are right, Siddhi. So Justice Suryakant is right now the 53rd Chief Justice of India. Sometimes numbers are also asked. Okay, since we are asking about CGI, I have some question. First CGI you should tell me, and the longest serving CGI. First CGI was Justice H.J. Kanya. And longest serving CGI? Yes, in the which CLAT aspirant, you both right. Justice H.J. Kanya. Longest serving CGI. Yes, not D.Y. Chandrachud. His father. So Devich, please, you are slightly wrong. Justice Y.V. Chandrachud. Father of Justice D.Y. Chandrachud. From 1978 to 85. Longest serving CGI. Okay. Justice Y.V. Chandrachud. Father of Justice D.Y. Chandrachud. Okay. Let's move on to the next one. And I hope this is the easiest question of the day. Who is the current National Security Advisor of India? He has been the CGI since Modi ji came to power in 2014. Yes, option D, Ajit Doval. Yes, Rohit Verma, Suyas, Siddhivij, Suyas Singh, you all are right. Mr. Ajit Doval, D is the right answer. Acha, can anyone tell me, before him, who was the National Security Advisor of India? When Dr. Manmohan Singh was the Prime Minister of India? Before Mr. Ajit Doval. And the option is actually in front of you. It was actually Mr. Shiv Shankar Menon. He was a Foreign Service Officer, IFS. Mr. Ajit Doval is a former IPS officer. So who is the current CBI director? Recently, I think he has got extension also. Mr. Praveen Sood, D is the right answer to this question. Okay. Former DG, former Director General of Karnataka, has been the CBI Director. B, D is the right answer to this question. Next is, who is the Comptroller and Auditor General of India? CAG. And what is the job of CAG? I think none of the option is correct. GC Murmu is retired now. And now we are having Mr. K. Sanjay Malhotra. Sanjay Murthy, not Malhotra, sorry. So the answer is actually this. Please correct it. Mr. K. Sanjay Murthy. He is the CAG, Comptroller and Auditor General of India. Appointed for 6 years or 65 years of age, whatever is earlier. Okay. JC Murmu was earlier. Option D. So, yeah, right now the answer is Mr. K. Sanjay Murthy. So he's actually the head of Indian Audit and Account Department. Auditing समझते हो? हिसाब किताब करना. Audit and accounts. Auditing of the government is done by him. And CAG, it is a constitutional body mentioned in Article 148. Next is, who is the Chief Election Commissioner of India? Yes, right answer is Mr. Ganesh Kumar, and I'm sure you must be aware he's the Chief Election Commissioner. Dr. Sukhbir Singh Sandhu and Dr. Vivek Joshi is the two other election commissioners. So we have Chief Election Commission is a 3-member body, Election Commission of India. Next is, which article of the Indian Constitution gives the power to Election Commission of India? Very easy. Yes, Article 324. And 148, just now we have discussed about CAG. Okay, what is about Article 3? What does Article 3 talks about? Can anyone tell me? Recently, we have seen some thing with regards to Article 3 in the news. Yes, Parliament can change the name of the state boundaries, etc. So recently, Kerala, there's a process to rename Kerala as Keralam. So that's why Article 3 is very much in the news, right? So this is the right answer to this question. So you can see Article 324 talks about superintendent's direction control of elections to be vested in Election Commission. So they conduct election for Parliament, state legislature, President of India, and Vice President. Okay. So Parliament means for MP election, for MLA, MLC election, for President and Vice President election. But the thing is, who conducts the local body elections? So we have panchayats also, third tier government, panchayats and municipalities. Who conduct election for that? Yes, we have a separate body called as State Election Commission. So that's what you should know. Next is, which article of the Indian Constitution is related with the power of Parliament to amend the Constitution? Yes, Article 368. See, so I would say 70, 80 to 90%. Yeah, 80% of constitutional amendment can be done through Article 368. But I'm not saying 100% because there are some other provisions also, which is some other articles which are used to amend the Constitution. Can you please give me any other example of an article which is used to amend the Constitution other than 368? In 80-90% case, yes, I would say that we use Article 368 mostly for amending the Constitution. But there are some other provisions. Yes, CLAT has very good. Article 3. What is that? What is Article 3? And why it is called? So basically, it talks about Parliament having the power to amend change the name of the state, change the boundary of the state, right? Increase the boundary, decrease the boundary of the state. But why it will be, even though it is passed by simple majority, still it is considered as constitutional amendment? Why? Nay, CLAT aspirant, you have not read it carefully. Article 3, Clause 4 would be saying anything mentioned in this part will not be considered as amendment under Article 368. That is what it means. It is a constitutional amendment. Article 3 is a constitutional amendment, but it does not require special majority. What is required in 368? It can be done even by simple majority. However, it is a constitutional amendment. Why it is a constitutional amendment? That is what I'm asking. Why Article 3 is constitutional amendment? Why changing the name of the state or union territory? Why it is a constitutional amendment? Because it amends something. For example, if a new states have been added, it alters Schedule 1, first schedule of the Indian Constitution. Very good. So the first schedule of the Indian Constitution, it mentions all the name of the states and union territory and the definition key. This is actually this much, etc. and all. This includes this tick, etc. and all. So if you are changing the name, boundary, etc., you are implementing, you are actually changing first schedule of the Indian Constitution. So you are using Article 3 to amend the Constitution. Now, how many states and union territory are there? It was asked in, I think, CLAT 2024, if I'm not wrong. How many states and union territory are there in India? Yes, 28 states and 8 union territory. Yes. Okay. Now let's talk about Article 368. Not no. Power of Parliament to amend the Constitution. No. Now, next one. Which of the following schedules talks about the 3 list? Which are the following schedules of the Indian Constitution? Yes, the right answer is option C. 7th schedule of the Indian Constitution. Okay. So 3 list means union list, state list, and concurrent list. Union list where union government has power to make laws, है ना? Like Defense of India, Naval, Military, Air Force, है ना? Etc. And similarly, we have state list where state has government has power to make laws and rule it, है ना? And control it. And concurrent list where both parliament and state legislature can make laws. Okay. That's what you should be knowing. Okay, what is mentioned in 8th schedule, by the way? Yes, scheduled languages, Indian languages or scheduled languages. How many languages are there? 22. Very good. Not official language. These are not official language. Official language are only 2, Hindi and English. So do not use the word official language. So these are Indian language or scheduled languages. So 22 languages. Originally it was how much? In 1950, how many languages were there? Yes, originally it was 14. Over a course of time in the last 70, 75 years, we have seen 8 more getting added. So now we are having 22 languages. Which are the following schedules? Yes. Now the question has come. Talks about mentions 22 Indian languages. The answer is 8th schedule. B is the right answer. Okay, so let me talk about that in detail. They find 14 languages in 1950. However, later on, over a period of time, we have seen getting added. For example, So these are 40 languages. In 1967, 21st Amendment added Sindhi as one of the language. In 71st Amendment, 1992, Konkani, Manipuri, and Nepali were added. And in 92nd Amendment, Bodo, Dogri, Santhali, and Mathili were added. Okay. And in 96th Amendment, just the spelling was changed, Odia to Odia. Yes, you can ask more about legal faculty from this, but yes, important judgments can be asked. Yes. Okay, so these are actually the I have seen in some exam they had asked this, and which was very difficult for me to believe, that they had asked which amendment added Sindhi language, which amendment added Konkani, Manipuri, Nepali language. So it is very difficult, but of course these are the 22 languages. Now, okay, I'm asking. These are Indian origin language, Indian subcontinent language. This is how you can remember. This includes India and the subcontinent also. There is a reason why I'm telling you. Now, please tell me, just I'm asking, if someone is asking a question in the exam, which of the following language is not mentioned in the 8th schedule? And they give you 4 options. What should be the answer? 21st plus 71st is 92nd. Great. Let us put it. Yes, English is not mentioned. We have seen Nepali, Dogri, Bodo. These are mentioned. है ना? So, and like for example, कहाँ पर गड़बड़ी होती है वो मैं बताता हूँ. Okay. है ना? अच्छा, एक और पूछते हैं. Out of these 5, which is not mentioned? Yes, happy right side. We are coming to that. You're asking what you're asking. Which of these 5? Out of these 5, it can be more than one also. Yes, Arabic is not mentioned, but Urdu is mentioned. अब देखो ये मैं बता रहा था. I have written Indian subcontinent. इसीलिए मैंने ये लिखा. For example, Assamese is in Assam, Bengali, Bengal, Bodo is an actually a location in Assam, Dogri is there in Jammu and Kashmir, Hindi everyone knows, Kannada is actually spoken in Karnataka, Kashmiri, Jammu Kashmir, Konkani is actually in Goa and Maharashtra region, Mathili is actually from Bihar, Mathil district, Mathil region, Malayalam, Kerala, Manipuri, Manipur, Marathi, Maharashtra, Nepali. Now the question is Nepali. Nepali language is spoken around North Bengal in the Sikkim and the Darjeeling region. If you get a chance to visit Darjeeling, you ask the people. There are a lot of people who speak Nepali language also. But I'll tell you, that's why I've used the word Indian subcontinent. This will help you remember. And Odia, Odisha, Punjabi is there. Sanskrit, everyone knows. Santhal tribe is there actually in Odisha, Jharkhand region. And I'm sure you must be aware the current president of India also belongs to the Santhal tribe. Now the question is Sindhi. It is a province in Pakistan. Then we have Tamil Nadu, Telugu as actually spoken in Andhra Pradesh and Telangana region. Urdu actually, this is Indian origin language. It was originated from West UP. It is not from any other country. But the question is, why is Anna? You are talking about sir Nepali and Sindhi mentioned. Why Bengali language? Bengali is there, West Bengal. Bengali language is there in the top second. Now you have to understand one thing. First of all, since we are talking about it, that's why I'm explaining. So this is, let's say this is India, right? This is Pakistan and this is Nepal. So this region is actually called as Sindh. And this is Nepal. Now you'll say it is in Sindh. So why Sindhi language is considered as an Indian origin language? I've told you a lot of Sindhis are actually living in India also, in Gujarat and Maharashtra region. Yes. And a lot of people who speak Nepali language, they are actually in this region, in Darjeeling, Siliguri, and those regions you will find people who speak Nepali language. And that's why I've told you, whenever you remember like that, you should remember Indian subcontinent, because there was a time when this was an undivided India. And a lot of people, even India, have Sindhi culture, Sindhi marriage, Sindhi culture, Sindhi folk dance, etc. Many other things which is practiced even in India. So Sindhi language is also there. Even though today Sindh is actually a province in Pakistan, but still a lot of culture is there in India also. Okay, so that's why. So important ones I've highlighted. I know where you will confuse. For example, Urdu, you will confuse. Arabic is not an Indian origin language. It is from Arab. But Urdu is actually a mixture of Hindi, Sanskrit, Arabic, many other language actually. So that's why it is made in India language. Okay, where you will confuse Marathi, Nepali, you will confuse whether it's there or not. Sanskrit, of course, it's there. Hindi, you know these things. You might get confused in these languages. Sindhi, especially, you will confuse. You will think that Sindhi will not be in India because Sindh state is not in India. So Sindhi language will not be there in its schedule, but it is there. Now you will confuse about English. English is not there, even though English is an official language of India today, practiced, but it is not there because it is not an Indian origin language. It was not originated in Indian subcontinent. Okay, so these are the things you should be knowing. So why I'm telling you, because you cannot remember all, you cannot rote learn it. So at least you know the concept and the exceptions. So this will help in the examination hall in eliminating the options, right? Okay. Next is which of the following schedules discuss anti-defection law? Right answer is 10th schedule. It was added by which amendment? It was not originally mentioned. Anti-defection law. Added by 52nd Constitutional Amendment 1985. Yes, Rohit Verma, right? Who was the Prime Minister at that time? Yes, because we have seen recently switching of Mr. Raghav Chadda, and we have seen some Trinamool Congress MPs also moving and Shiv Sena MPs. So 52nd Amendment 1985. Mr. Rajiv Gandhi was the Prime Minister. Okay. So basically, Article 102 and 191 was there. 102 was with regards to disqualification of MPs, and 191 with regards to disqualification of MLAs. But recently we have seen, basically it talks about disfaction, that if you are from political party X and after you have become a MP or MLA, you switch to other party, you will lose the seat. Okay. Now the thing is there is some exception to the exception to that rule. What is that exception? That even if you have become an MP or MLA and you switch the party, you will not lose the seat. In which case? Yes, so you're saying that is what I was telling you. That's why Sindhi will be considered as a part of that Indian origin language. Yes, 2/3 merger. Yes. So basically, let's say there are 30 MLAs of political party XYZ, and out of these 2/3 is 20. They decided to merge with some other party ABC. In that case, these 20 MLAs will not lose the seat, but it should merge with some other party. It cannot remain standalone. Okay, you have to come out and join some other party. That is the idea behind this. Okay, is it clear? So B is the right answer. Okay. The next one is question number 14. Which of the following articles says India, that is Bharat, shall be union of states? Sir was replying to Happy Rai Sunshine. Okay. So you're saying. Which of the following articles says India, that is Bharat, shall be union of states? Nothing to feel sorry. So you're saying. Okay, no problem. Which article says? India, that is Bharat, shall be union of states. Where it is mentioned, because I think few years back we had seen this debate of calling India Bharat or not, and we have discussed it. Yes, what is the right answer? Yes, Article 1. Yes, India, that is Bharat, shall be union of states. So generally, it is a practice. We have seen that it is written India. For example, in English they write Government of India. So in Hindi it is translated as Bharat Sarkar. है ना? So generally, what happens is, in general, the practice has been that in the English, India word is mentioned, and whenever it is used in Hindi language, the translation is done as Bharat. It means both is correct. Means India is Bharat and Bharat is India. That is what it says. And yes, Article 1 says state and union territory shall be specified in first schedule. This is what we were talking about. है ना? 28 states and 8 union territory are mentioned here. So if you want to change the name of the state, you have to amend first schedule. So it means you are amending the constitution. है ना? That is what you should be knowing about. Next is which article talks about abolition of titles. फंडामेंटल राइट्स के चैप्टर में पढ़ाया जाता है एबॉलिशन ऑफ टाइटल्स. अच्छा, कितने लोगों ने देखा रिसेंटली पद्मा अवार्ड्स वर गिवन. पद्मा अवार्ड्स इज अनाउंस्ड इन जनवरी, but अभी few days back we have seen Mr. Rohit Sharma, Mrs. Alka Yagnik and others, they are getting Padma awards from President of India. किसने भी देखा? Article 18 होगा, not 17. 17 talks about what? Abolition of untouchability. Untouchability. Yes. Now, are Padma awards titles or not? Yes, very good. CLAT aspirant. That is what my question was. Titles are not allowed. For example, you cannot, like, there was a person who used to get Sir Syed Ahmed Khan. So Sir was a title given by British. And Raja, Maharaja, and these were the titles that were given by British, which created artificial distinction. So it was against the idea of right to equality. Everyone treated equally. Now here, when we are talking about Padma awards, the matter went to the Supreme Court. And a very famous judgment, I think Balaji Raghavan case, if I'm not wrong. Please check it, but as far as I remember, Balaji Raghavan case was there. एक बार आप चेक कर लीजिएगा, है ना? Somebody filed a petition that this violates Article 18, abolition of titles. You are saying that there should not be any title, should not be given by the state. The Supreme Court said, no, it is not a title, it is an award which is based on merit and not based on any other thing. And still the Supreme Court said that if you have won a Padma awards, you should not prefix your name. My name is Padma Shri Falana Falana, etc. Do not write like that. So this is an award. The Supreme Court upheld it. So it means that Padma awards, so all the three Padma awards, Padma Vibhushan, Padma Bhushan, Padma Shri, or even Bharat Ratan, these are not titles under Article 18, because if they were titles, they would have been abolished. So उसको टेक्निकली टाइटल यस आराध्या, दैट्स व्हाट आई मीन टू से. प्रोफेसर डॉक्टर जो है ना, वो मेरिट बेस होता है ना. एंड दैट जो ब्रिटिश देते थे सर राव, वो जो है ना, दैट वाज प्राइमरीली नॉट बेस्ड ऑन मेरिट. आई होप यू अंडरस्टैंड इट. दैट इज व्हाट आई कैन से इन वन लाइन, है ना. सो प्लीज रिमेंबर, पद्मा अवार्ड्स आर नॉट टाइटल्स, है ना, एंड दे आर एक्चुअली एन अवार्ड, योर अचीवमेंट. इट इज योर अचीवमेंट. नाम क्या लिखते हैं, इंजीनियर, डॉक्टर, लॉयर. सो ठीक है, बट पद्मा अवार्ड्स में सुप्रीम कोर्ट सेड दैट अवार्ड यू शुड नॉट बी प्रीफिक्सिंग इट. नाम के आगे मत लगाइए, है ना. यू कैन राइट कि आई एम अ पद्मा अवार्ड विनर, बट डू नॉट राइट कि पद्मा अवार्डी, पद्मा श्री विनर, एटसेट्रा. अवॉइड दैट, है ना. दैट इज व्हाट द आइडिया इज. ओके, so even if you are an Indian citizen, you cannot accept title from a foreign state also, not only from India, है ना. You cannot, like that, you cannot get any title from India or from the other foreign state also. We have seen, मैं देखा था अभी, what was that? I think, if I'm not wrong, Mr. Sunil Gavaskar was supposed to get. Please check it in the internet, because I saw a few years back. He was supposed to get some award and he had to deny it because of that. Mr. Sunil Gavaskar to get knighthood, if I'm not wrong. मैंने कहीं पढ़ा था कुछ दिन पहले, so maybe I might be wrong. I might, but somewhere I had seen. I'm not sure whether it was for Mr. Sunil Gavaskar or somewhere. So basically, there were some news that he will be given knighthood. That person, knighthood. Why again the same thing? Why just sir की title लगती again sir dash like Sir Donald Bradman, and we call because he's from Australia. But in India, you cannot take that even from England government. है No citizen shall accept any title from any foreign state. Okay, because it will create fake artificial distinction. And when we are talking about right to equality, which is one of the fundamental right, it is actually from Article 14 to 18. Everyone should be treated equally. There should not be any artificial distinction. Will you take a class on Padma Awards? We have taken Nitya. You search on YouTube Padma Awards 2026 Career Launcher Law Entrance, because Padma Awards are actually announced in the January, on 26 January only. Recently they were given the award, but announced way back in January. So you search on YouTube Padma Awards 2026 Career Launcher Law Entrance, you will get the video. So this is all about today's class. Thank you everyone. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day. Please subscribe to our channel.